They are up so much. Prices have skyrocketed. The news in the short run is reaction to the stock price. Apple will be the last stock to fall in this bear market. That's what I need to see. 5 big mega caps had huge gains to start the year. Meta, Tesla, AMD, Apple, NVIDIA. Let's take a look at them. Start from here. Meta, year to date, up 69%. Now this is going to April 3rd. 1:15 p.m., so it's not quite yesterday, but it was a little bit higher based on Friday's close. Guys, that's a big jump. It had a low, if you look right here, at $88 on November 4th. Back then, what was the news? Meta's done. They're missing out on everything, blah, blah, blah. Now, all of a sudden, Zuckerberg's a great CEO. He's done a great job. Evidence that people change the stories based on where the stock prices go, not the other way around, over the short run, okay? In the long run, the fundamentals are what matter. Next stock, Tesla. We just did a video today. Year to date, up 80%, and that's after falling today, 6.5% right now. So another one, big gains. Tesla has been all over the board. All-time high, 414, also November 4th, but in 2021, and a low of 101 January 6th, just a few months ago, right after the start of the year, and currently at 194 a share. Bad news today, they missed deliveries in the first quarter by 2%, and some of them even beat. It's just crazy out there, guys. Again, the news in the short run is reaction to the stock price. So, next company, AMD Advanced Micro Devices, all-time high of 164 on November 30th, 2021. Saw a low of $54. Year to date, it's up 48%. And that low was just back in October. And it's currently at $95 a share. So since October, it's up, how much is that? Another almost 180%. I mean, it's crazy, guys. All right, next company, Apple. Apple in the last year to date, up 31.5% after being down a little bit today. Guys, Apple's a company. Berkshire Hathaway is building a position. There's 165 currently. I believe Berkshire is buying sub 140. It's just a matter of based on what I've calculated intrinsic value to be for Apple and based on their timing of purchases. Could it be higher? Sure. They're probably going to keep buying as it goes down. I do believe that Apple will be the last stock to fall in this bear market. I think we're in a bear market. I think this bear market's going to get a lot worse. That's not meant to put fear, uncertainty, and doubt. If you're new to the channel, subscribe because I base my decisions on valuation. 2 years ago, February of 2021, when ARK Investments and all the high-flying, stupid stocks that all those YouTube hypesters were pushing peaked out, I was saying, be very careful. People said, you don't get it. Now, I don't hear that as much. It's only going to get worse. Valuations are still out of whack. We still have people, stupid people buying crypto, something that has no intrinsic value in and of itself. Luckily, we've seen a big drop in NFTs. Now, I think Apple will be the last one because this is kind of the pillar. This is Apple. They can do no wrong. They make a ton of money. Everybody has them. This will be the last one to fall. When I start hearing people say you can't even invest in Apple, that's when I'll say, or pushing the stock down significantly, that's when I'll say, okay, we are close to the bottom or past the bottom. That's what I need to see. Final stock, NVIDIA. We just did a video today on NVIDIA. Guys, year to date, it's up 91.5%. The low was 108, just back in October, same October. All-time high, November 22nd of 2021 at 346. It is currently at 273, 274. And again, in the last 6 months, it's up 119%. Guys, how can companies, and NVIDIA's revenue, look at NVIDIA's revenue. It's down. $29.5 billion last year. 29.5 billion 2 years ago. $22 billion in the last year. And I can't understand how they are up so much. I do believe NVIDIA will end up being one of the Cisco's of the world. You don't know what I'm talking about. Cisco back in 2000, 1999 and 2000, everybody said it's going to be the first trillion-dollar company. Let me show you what happened with Cisco since back then. You can Google the articles. Cisco has not seen its all-time high since March 27, 2000, hit $82 a share. It has not reached that since 23 years ago. 23 years ago last week, it still has not seen that same high. And guess what? You might sit there and say, well, it's because the business sucks. Okay, let's check out the business. In the last year, the business did $53 billion in revenue. What did it do in 2000 when it hit its peak? In 2000, it did 15 billion in revenue. 15 billion versus 53 billion. 2.3 billion in profit back in 2000, 11.3 billion in profit this last year. So if I told you back in 2000, right here, that the company would do over almost 3.5 times more revenue and almost 5 times more profit, would you have thought the stock would never hit the high? Again, but it didn't. Why? Because valuations. It was stupid value here. Absolute stupid value there. Absolute stupid value. So guys, these 5 companies, remember, Warren Buffett always says, Ben Graham always said, in the short run, stocks are a voting machine. In the long run, they're a weighing machine. What does that mean? It means in the short run, popular stocks are going to go up, unpopular stocks are going to go down. But what matters in the long run is the fundamentals of the business. If you pay a reasonable price for the company today, and the business fundamentals get better, eventually the market will realize this and drive the stock price up. But if you pay too much for a company because you're overpaying today because of the hype, the excitement, and this company does better, you could still lose money, as we see with Cisco. Back in 2000, it hit $81, $82 a share, has not reached that since then, even though the business fundamentals have gotten better. Revenue is up 3 to 3.5 times, profit is up 4 to 5 times, and the stock price has never seen its previous high before. That's exactly what we're talking about here. In the short run, stocks are a voting machine. This year, these 5 stocks have been extremely popular. Prices have skyrocketed. The news has changed on them. Tesla's down a little bit today because of bad reporting they barely missed deliveries and it caused their stock to fall 6.5%. Maybe. To me, it's going to be a long term. Eventually, people are going to care about the fundamentals. When the markets go down, people will care what are the most fundamentally sound stocks, which stocks are selling for the most reasonable prices. And those stocks will do the best. They'll probably still lose money, go down in price, but it gives you an opportunity to buy more, and they probably won't go down as much as the hype stocks that have been inundating this market. Basically, go to look at ARK Investments holdings, and those are, my guess, will be the biggest losers of the market to continue on their big losses so far. If you like what we're seeing here, and you like the software, how do we use our stock analyzer tool here to determine the value of the company without looking at the balance sheet. Every investment's the present value of all future cash flow. The stock analyzer tool, in addition to all the tools here, can be used to make you a better investor. And more importantly, this community chat of thousands and thousands of like-minded investors who push each other to talk about investments, who peel back the layers, and they want to talk about companies, stocks as companies, because that's what you're buying. This is all available, $1 per day. We're running a special, $7 for 7 days. Check out everythingmoney.com. This will absolutely change the way in which you view money, and it's for $1 a day. What do you spend $1 a day on now? This could change. This will change if you use the tools correctly, how you view money. So check it out. Again, Meta, Tesla, AMD, Apple, NVDA, up big this year. Is that sustainable? We don't know. I'm hoping every single one of them goes down because I want to own all of them, but at the right price. Thank you very much for your time.